vocals and then
615 BNA. We got that fly DNA. It's our Delian Foundations, and we appreciate your patience. Don't bring trouble around my way.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Heru Heru. My name is Adeli. This is Foundation Mecca. And Conscious Beats will be able to make it next time, most likely. And we are Heru Heru, three of us.
bless up, bless up, bless up.
Shout outs to Upstate Sound for having us here. And we just wanted to formally introduce ourselves in the podcast.
Yeah, MC2MC. This is a podcast. We wanted to give people the vision of what we see on an everyday basis in Nashville, our community, our hip hop community. And we wanted to kind of take that and use our own voices to give people that vision and see what we see. That's why we MC2MC, for the podcast. So we just basically giving people our vision, our perspective, our take on how we see the hip hop community in Nashville and other places in the world in the actual main industry, as well as how we progressing in our careers. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a good way for us to show that the Nashville hip hop community exists. It's a platform to represent ourselves and to let everyone know how much this hip hop actually means to us. Also, besides ourselves as MCs that have been MCs for a long time, we also want to introduce other artists that are up and coming and just highlight our abilities here in the Music City.
Yeah, exactly. But right now, we're working on the next Heru Heru project, which is the mixtape, Heruvian Dope, you know what I'm saying? Heruvian Woke. We had several names. We still in the process of dropping the album. But yeah, we getting everything together, mixing and engineering, and finalizing the actual songs that drop next month on the 1st. That's my alarm clock, y'all. I work like 12 shifts in real life. But yeah, so that's Heruvian Woke.
Right.
I never sleep. That's why I got these Hill Hop smoothies and coffees. So coffee mugs coming soon too. Hill Hop coffee mugs.
Hill Hop
And Heru Heru coffee mugs. Yeah.
So we had actually dropped our debut album last December called Heel Hop. If you all have not heard that, it's a self-proclaimed classic album for hip hop. I think it was important for us to establish that right off the bat, that we consider ourselves to be some of the nicest MCs in the city.
Facts.
Respect to everybody that's doing it, but we take this art seriously. It's not something that we're doing as a clout chase. We wake up, we write every day. Whether we feel like it or not. And part of that lifestyle is being healthy. So as you can see, Foundation has the orange. He's got the smoothie.
We live this,
and that's the way to be, and that's the way to truly portray that lifestyle, is to really participate in it 100%. Vegetables, fruits, proper sleep,
facts,
wisdom, and so as you listen to the album, you'll hear that come out, here and there in little tidbits and stuff like that. But overall, if you haven't heard the album, it's on all the main platforms: Spotify, Apple Music,
iTunes, yep.
Apple, all that. So definitely check us out. It's a dope album. We do have that mixtape coming up, as he had mentioned, Heruvian Woke.
Heruvian Woke.
Kind of a wordplay from Peruvian Coke. We're trying to wake everybody up. Let's bring this hip hop back.
Stop sleeping out there. You know what I'm saying? June 1st. That comes out June 1st.
June
so
1st.
Heruvian Woke, Heru Heru. And then my man Adeli, his album, which is co-executive produced by me and Conscious Beats.
Facts.
Co-produced by me and Conscious Beats. It's called World Hop.
World Hop.
And that's his first debut album. So that album is just taking you from different worlds globally, internationally, and even intergalactically. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Just taking people like all around the world, not just with like word plays, but with wisdom And my man speaking like 14 different languages on this album. So this is crazy.
Yeah, it's appreciate that. It's definitely like an exciting album because, you know, we have been doing this for a long time. So it sounds like a first album. Like I just started writing. No, I've been writing. So the good thing is, you know, we're at a level of experience where we can really depict ourselves in the best light. So this album is definitely fire. Another classic coming up, but so is that mixtape. So you know, stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming. We got our merch coming. And yeah, we're Heru Heru. And let's see what else we got going on. Just introduce ourselves basically.
Yeah, I mean we did that. Definitely did that.
You guys got any upcoming shows?
We would have some up and coming shows. We had a hip hop show coming up in Murfreesboro. We were supposed to do, but you know, the little pandemic situation got that delayed a little bit, but that's okay because
bless up.
You know, life hands you lemons, make lemonade.
Yeah, we still here. Yeah, exactly. Country time lemonade. You know, right? But yeah, exactly. We had a hip hop show. It was like a first actual release of anything containing or pertaining to hip hop, which is the brand that we started as far as like letting people know like what kind of lifestyle they ought to be living. It's not like preachy, but it's giving people facts and data, and like this is like actually how you live a healthy life. And then we started living it, and because we writing about it and talking about it, and we know this from this experiences. So but yeah, hip hop is pretty much bringing the community together, giving people an opportunity and a platform to shine. Younger artists, giving them a mindset where they don't have to stay in the box and be the archetype of a trap rapper, or you have to be this type of rapper, you have to be this type of rapper. You could be yourself. So we wanted to give people like that platform by leading by example at the same time. So that hip hop, was supposed to be our first actual show, Heru Heru show, and debut our new album, Hip Hop. So yeah, that was one of the shows we had lined up, but of course, things fell through with the pandemic. Coronaville came through, and she wasn't playing. So, well, we still here though. So bless up, and thank you to all the people that ever supported us and gave us our props online or in person or at the shows that we perform at as well. So yeah,
we're excited about it, and I definitely think that we're gonna come together more as a city, and highlight Nashville's hip hop. Definitely bring it forward so everybody can see us worldwide. One thing that we're starting from this podcast here at the Upstate Sound. Definitely props to like cities that come together and unite, and that's what we're trying to do. That's the way we're gonna be successful and have a Nashville sound. A true Nashville hip hop sound is by coming together. And in due time we're gonna get there. So
yeah, I want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, too. Other than the Upstate Sound, Joey's House of Pizza. What's up? How you doing, Joey House of Pizza? They gave us a shout out on IG. We on live too. So if you're not, on our live or following us on Instagram, please follow us at Heru Heru Hip Hop, IG, email as well if you want to reach out for booking, as well as Twitter, website. Like my man said, we got the merch coming up too. So this is one of the hats, You know what I'm saying? I'm just modeling today, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got the beer cream, you know what I'm saying, coming too, just line up.
And shout outs to Conscience Beats, who couldn't make it today.
Facts.
But we always tell him that he's the DJ premier of the South.
Yeah.
We say that with endearment. He definitely has his own unique sound to his own and stuff like that. But He's been doing it for a long time, and we respect his craft. So salute to him for that.
Facts. And I want to give y'all this view, man. This is a beautiful view. I mean, I know y'all probably can't see it out there, but
it's the IG exclusive.
The IG exclusive. Like Hawaii over there. We might just be in Hawaii. We're not going to tell you this disclosed location. Top secret, confidential.
Who knows? We might pull up in Hawaii one of these days.
got these got my producers over here, David and Dylan, brothers, genius brothers over here, you know what I'm saying? That make shit happen. Got shit going down up the Upstate Sound.
From upstate New York down here to middle Tennessee doing their thing.
Yeah,
So,
supporting
props.
Nashville, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bless up.
Oh, I just realized another good thing would be, how'd you guys meet?
Oh yeah,
This is the intro podcast.
This is a funny story.
Probably asking you guys.
yeah, sure.
I think so. I think this is where it turns.
True. So we actually met when I worked at this bank. He had come in to open an account. I was a personal banker, and I was like, yeah, you know, how you doing? How can I help you? And he wanted to open an account. And then somehow, because we're true MCs, hip hop got into the conversation.
Easy, like within 5-10 minutes of the conversation.
At a bank, yeah. So that was I think about 8 years ago.
Wow, that's crazy. 8 years, man.
8 years, man. And,
Heru Heru been alive for a long time.
yeah. So we that's how we kind of bonded from there, and I just watched Foundation Mecca do his thing from stage to stage in the city of Nashville, put a lot of MCs on. So give him his flowers.
Shut that, man.
You know, and I've definitely seen him become an excellent MC over time, like better and better and better. So, you know, God MCs, you know.
Bless up.
That's what we do. So that's how it started. How we came up with the name Heru Heru, I don't think we said that yet. So one day he gave me a phone call and we were just talking. And then he was like, "Man, I learned this word today, Heru, that basically is like an Egyptian god that demonstrates like being a hero." And I was like, okay, it sounds like the word hero, right? Heru. And I was like, wait, that sounds like the Persian word harus, which means every day. And we're like, everyday hero. Oh shit, is that us? So Everyday Heroes, we decided that to be the official name and the meaning behind it. And then we came up with the acronym, helping everybody rise up. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to uplift hip hop, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Then you got everyday heroes like in real life, like moms, single moms that actually take care of like whole families, you know. Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. This is on Mother's Day, our first podcast. What a quinkity. You know what I'm saying? We there, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so keep your head up. Rest in peace, Pop. Yeah, exactly. I actually seen that movie. Yo, I didn't see the All Eyes on Me movie. Y'all need to go see that movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
But what was he even talking about? Everyday heroes. Yeah, shout out to the moms, single moms. Shout out to the fathers. Shout out to the fathers doing their thing too.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, everyday heroes every day. The garbage guy to pick up your trash. Now everybody has to pick up your trash. Sanitation is not like a job everybody loves. You know what I'm saying? So for somebody that has to pick up your nasty ass trash, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's a motherfucker everyday hero. You know what I'm saying? He doing shit somebody else don't want to do. So, but yeah, you just got different people who do different things that don't get recognized on an everyday basis.
I mean, we would have never thought that a grocery worker would have been a hero, but look who's at the front line today.
Exactly.
So they come in different forms, but the point is, as long as you're doing good in this world, it's gonna come back to you. So
the doctors, the nurses,
the doctors and nurses, absolutely. So be a hero in this world. That good will return to you like a boomerang, and that's what we want to represent on the day to day. Not to say that we're perfect or anything. We never want to put that out there like that because we're not, but we definitely strive to be, We're not competing with other people. We're competing with ourselves. So
Facts.
I think that's important.
She said, why is the video upside down? My bad.
See that Heru logo, that merch is coming soon, so be on the lookout for it.
Yeah, man. Exactly.
What was y'all's inspiration to get into rap music, hip hop?
Man.
Repeat the question.
He said, basically, what's our inspiration for getting into hip hop? You want to go first?
Sure. Man, it was multiple things. I think it was just my background, just growing up in the hood, growing up in the country, literally 50-50 split. Like, I always moved around in my youth. But growing up in both areas and getting like both influences, like as far as what they was listening to in the country and what they was listening to in the city. So it'd be like two different worlds. And my mom very first, I should probably put her on blast. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. But the first cassette or anything she ever bought me was California Love.
Nice. Great choice.
California Love. She had great taste in music. So my mom is probably one of the main reasons, important reasons why I'm a rapper today, based on the music.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. So yeah, so that right there, main reason why I actually became a rapper is because California Love, like Tupac, was my first influence. Dr. Dre, one of the best producers in the world, was my first, kind of introduction to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Everything else probably was subconscious. I probably had music playing around me, but my first actual like cassette given to me where I can play over and over in my room, I probably listened to that song probably thousands of times, and I was 9 years old, y'all. So this is like young. So getting influenced like that and being that inspired by the greats off the top made me, already get an advantage and a leg up. So I was very lucky to have a dope mom, you know what I'm saying, that put me on game early.
Absolutely. I would say that Tupac also was the biggest influence on me initially, why my friends gave me the nickname Macadeli,
That's what's up.
because it was all day long. It was just Tupac,
Facts.
I'm not mad at that because,
I ain't mad at you.
what better influence would you like? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely. For me, I would say that Warren G, ironically, though my style is very East Coast, Warren G was the first hip hop artist that I really, Regulators. Oh my God.
Warren G's the truth.
In the movie Above the Rim. So I would go outside, have my boombox out there, play that soundtrack, and just and shoot basketball.
Yeah, that's
that
a dope
was
soundtrack too, man.
Man, the soundtrack, and then G-Funk Era, the album, that was on repeat, and I can still listen to it today. And if you haven't heard that album yet, listen to that album.
G-Funk, that's a classic,
Era.
man. And people that don't know, Warren G actually discovered Snoop Dogg before Dr. Dre, and Dr. Dre's Warren G's stepbrother.
Wow.
Yeah, they half brothers. Yeah, exactly. They half brothers. So but that's a little hip hop fact for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and for me, trials and tribulations I went through when I was young. I just picked up a pen and started writing and stuff like that. I had some friends that I would freestyle with in middle school, and then eventually I was like, let me just try writing this down. So I did that, and I got this program from like a computer store so I can start like recording the music. Nobody ever told me about it. I just picked it up and was like, let me just see what happens. And recorded my first track, and I was like, this doesn't sound terrible, but I think it did. And I made the mistake of bringing it to school and letting my friend hear it, and he bashed it,
Dang.
But that was a beautiful thing because I definitely became better and better and better and better.
Yeah.
I didn't quit from that. I was like, no, I'm gonna prove him wrong. And I'm not gonna say his name. He's still my buddy, so good looks for that.
Shout out to you. You made identity greater.
Yeah.
You don't get no rep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so it started from there for me. It was kind of like a way to just be creative, speak my mind. I'm kind of introverted a little bit, so that's my way of kind of like communicating how I feel and stuff. And I don't consider myself a rapper to be honest with you. I'm a poet. Like I'm from the cloth of like Talib Kweli and Mos Def.
Yeah, Black Star. Shout out to Black Star.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say they're a major influence for us, and we're trying to keep that style of hip hop alive. That wordplay, that creativity, it's poetry on the microphone. Take away the beat, that's poetry. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So
Poetry lasts forever.
absolutely, that's what we want to be too.
So good segue, because what he just said is what Joey House of Pizza said. They said, Heru Heru, music is essential. With a hashtag, essential. So our music need, you know what I'm saying, people need our music, because right now people are at a time of quarantine that like going out of their mind. Day one is cool, week one is cool, week two, you start setting in. Week three, that's when the hair pulling, like you figure out who your kids are, you figure out they're bad as hell, what the teachers be talking about. You know what I'm saying? You figure out, okay, what my husband been doing for the last 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying? What my wife's been doing for the last 4 years, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't get time to actually sit down with your family for a long bit of time. So it's kind of like quarantine is making people go, crazy a little bit. Depression setting in for some people, anxiety. They ain't got no counselors to call, like that, you know what I'm saying, in quarantine, because they never had it before quarantine. So they never had to deal with that, just sitting with themselves for a long period of time to deal with their own thoughts, because thoughts can, get to people.
Right.
If you have a lot of them and you don't know what to do with them, you don't know how to, let them bypass sometimes. So, yeah, some people are going through, doing the ringer right now. So I feel like Hill Hop is a time for people, to listen and see what we got to offer to people, because we're giving people actually good information about themselves, trying to know themselves or trying to uplift themselves, and give them inspiration they used to get up, because it's amazing, and we're grateful just to have inspiration every day. Some people don't even have inspiration every day. I know artists is calling me trying to get inspiration because they don't tour right now. They don't write music in studio sessions right now. They on lockdown. The labels got their music. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people is dead right now as far as inspirational wise. So it's a hard time for a lot of people, a lot of creatives.
I don't know if it works for everybody, but for me, I mean, it is that Hill Hop lifestyle that I think just naturally creates that inspiration, Don't just stay at home if you're able to walk around your neighborhood,
Vitamin D.
Yeah. If you can go to a park, go to a park. Just go anywhere where you're outside and getting that natural energy, and then, get your coffee, and if you like coffee, get your vegetables.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't really believe in reaching in the medicine cabinet. I'd rather, reach for a vegetable or a fruit smoothie, or an
Vitamin
orange.
C is very important right now for Coronaville. Get your vitamin C and sun, vitamin D.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't know if y'all can, my producers can show them the view why you need to get your vitamin D, because if you had this view, you be getting your vitamin D every day. Beautiful.
Yeah, we're in the South Nashville area, so we have a beautiful view up here in the hills.
Can't tell them to disclose location, Dilly.
We're in East Nashville.
That's Nashville as far as that's Washington D.C.
or
Nashville.
North,
that's North Carolina, Nashville. You know what I'm saying?
So
We're in the Philippines.
Nashville, Philippines. Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, I mean, do the natural things that are gonna inspire you, to want to do it. Don't just sit there and wait and watch TV and waste this time. You can use this time to get grounded, to learn, to become better every single day.
Every day.
So I think it's
Everyday
important to be an everyday hero, for not just for yourself, but for the world. The more you improve yourself, the more you improve the world.
Everybody
So,
affects everybody, man. What you do affects the next person next to you, the next door neighbor. I know we don't even talk to our neighbors, but the thing is, you don't know who can help you out. You don't know who may be the person that may be sponsoring your next business idea. You don't know who may be next door who can babysit your kids, but it's not a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? That's actually a good person. You know what I'm saying? Because I know everybody's, trust factor is a big thing. Why people don't wave at their neighbors. Do you even know your neighbor? Have you ever had to invite them over for a cookout? Something small, you know what I'm saying? So it's who's around us that we can benefit from and who can benefit from us. So that's the message.
I think absolutely. I think it's a definitely a good time to check up on your neighbors, especially with this whole Corona thing going on. Tornadoes. Nashville got hit pretty hard this year. Especially the last few months. So.
Yeah,
got hit again a week ago. It wasn't a tornado, but I don't know what it was.
Lights
was
out.
150,000 houses lost power.
I heard 150,000. Over 150,000. Just keep going up, and it was for 24. Some people it's 2 weeks, 24 hours. I'm just. Then it went off again for another 12 days.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was gonna be like a thunderstorm, and they said it was called a Derecho or something. I was like, I never heard of that before. Yeah, it's it's not a tornado, but it's something.
Can y'all look at
crazy.
Derecho? What's a Derecho? Can y'all Google what's a Derecho?
It's inspiring.
Right.
Or aspiring.
Oh yeah, it was a directo. Yeah, can you, Joey, House of Pizza? Can you tell us what a directo is?
Directo.
A reco? I never heard of that word.
It wrecked the city. That's what it. That's what it did.
It just definitely did that.
You know,
it rectifies a lot of stuff too. But I feel like we haven't been able to bounce back from that stuff.
Yeah.
Like even from the tornado, we haven't even been able to bounce back from that.
It's
and then Corona hit, and then another storm hit, and then another storm. It's like tourism is like dead in Nashville right now.
Right.
Yeah. Don't even jinx us like that.
Hurricane.
It already looks like Hawaii over here. Right? Yeah. Don't do that.
You got the murder hornets coming, all sorts of.
Man.
Is this Jumanji? What's going on?
Yeah,
here?
I mean, somebody opened a portal up. I mean, yeah. Somebody finish the game, Jumanji, please, real quick. Please, real quick.
Like Nori would say, y'all gotta relax. You gotta relax.
You guys relax. Tell Mother Nature she gotta relax. Happy Mother's Day, Mother Nature. Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Please chill, Mom.
What's the Nashville hip hop sound to you guys, and how's it different from every other city?
Great question. Well, first of all, we're original, but we also pay homage to the elders before us, and the hip hop ancestors that came before us, like Kool G Rap, Rakim, Eric B, all the way back to Curtis Blow, who had the first platinum record as a rapper.
Right.
And period. You know what I'm saying? Cool Herc. So you got to give those people respect because they laid the path. They paved the way for people like us to be able to express ourselves. First of all, because they showed us another way how to express the freedom of speech, besides just go protesting outside the White House with a picket sign. So it's like another way to affect the people. Is the most effective way to affect people. So why don't you use it for, like, your tongue is your sword? You know, you go to battle every day when you talk to people sometimes, you know. So it just depends, you know, what battlefield you on. So yeah, you use it for expression. So I'm just going off of that, like, respect the ancestors of hip hop who did it before us.
Facts.
This is why we do it, just to carry on tradition.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we have a unique style. It's kind of hard to say what the Nashville sound is, you know. In every city, they all have their varying sounds, you know. You brought up the hip-hop, where it started. It was New York City. It was the Bronx. But if you listen to the different boroughs, you get a different sound. Brooklyn sounds different from uptown, you know. Queens has its own sound, you know. So and that's what we have here too, but that's going to be the beauty of this podcast, brought to you by the Upstate Sound, where we can kind of, you know, demonstrate the different versatility of hip hop. You know, it doesn't have to be one concrete way. It doesn't have to be the trap, because that's the most, you know, popular thing that's going on right now. You know, respect to the trap movement, but we definitely got our own path with it. You know,
Hip hop, yeah. So yeah, I think hip hop is gonna be like, where you don't have to have one way of doing things. It doesn't have to be just this way. Like, it could be a niche, or it could be mainstream, because everything that's mainstream was underground once upon a time. You know, it was frowned upon, and now it's like the thing to do now. So now Griselda is like, you know, king of the rap flow, like right now, you know, when you know, because it's like representing the nostalgia of old school hip hop.
right?
And people always compare us kind of to that vibe, like Nas. I get Common all the time. He get Nas all the time. Black Thought, Mos Def. Those guys, because maybe our content, our wordplay, and our delivery and our cadences. We was raised by the greats.
Dipset for sure.
Yeah, Dipset. Yeah.
He tells me I'm the last member of Dipset. I think he's right a little bit.
He's definitely in the pocket, for real. Definitely.
So, yeah, I mean, so what you get from us is kind of a sound compilation of all that. You know, we were like sponges taking all of that in, and we're releasing that. But we have our own original sound. You know, we definitely respect our predecessors, but, you know, Heru Heru is here. You know what I mean? And we're here to stay. We're here to continue to keep hip-hop alive and heal hip-hop. So that's why we came out with Heal Hop.
Yeah, that was the concept behind that album.
Nice. I think one last question would be, what's your hope for this podcast and the community of hip hop in Nashville?
I would say my hope is for all of us to congregate more, you know, to to let the world know that Nashville has hip hop. It's well and alive here, you know. So the more that we unite, the more waves that we can make. You know, the more that we separate, the longer we watch from the sidelines. We don't want to do that. We want to be at the forefront. You know, I think the time is now for Nashville to shine, especially with the growth of our city. You know, the last 10 years, it's unrecognizable. I have friends that left and they came back. They're like, I don't even know what city is this.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Nashville.
You know, it's a great city. I think that more people are just gonna see that. You know, I want bigger artists to come here and visit and see how dope our city is. Yeah, you know, and
definitely.
I think that we try to represent it the best way we can. We both grew up just west of downtown Nashville. And what's crazy is we grew up like 5 miles away from each other. Pegram, Bellevue, you know, that's all West Nashville. And this whole time we could have been rhyming way back then, but that's okay. You know, we're making up for lost time now. So.
Facts. I just wanted to be able to expose the city for what it is. And the city is dope. It got all these dope microcosms of music and people and groups and communities. But think about if all that was meshed in one like pot as well, and what people can actually bridge the gaps between communities, and then we can even be a little bit more stronger and be able to represent this type of group of people, give people different platforms in different areas, bringing pop with hip-hop, bringing hip-hop with country. It's already been done over and over. You see how successful it can be. Why not go to the music city that actually has the country, represent with the hip-hop,
right,
and stand on one front, unified front, versus it's monopolize the market and only people can go this way and get this type of music for the mass majority of people, versus letting other communities come in and get a piece of that pie too.
Right.
Because this is well over years and years and years and years of Jubilee singers going to Queen of England and getting pretty much claimed music or city of music.
Right.
Once she heard them sing, and they are from Fisk University on Jefferson Street, which is a historical street. Jefferson Street Museum is right there. Go
North
see
Nashville.
my man Lorenzo. Shout out to Lorenzo. Next door to another has HBCU, which is Meharry, one of the first black colleges, you know, historical colleges for the nursing and health and medicine. So it's like that's so much history already to the city. Why not show off the whole city versus just one dynamic of the city? And I think this podcast is definitely going to do our contribution and get it up to par. You know,
absolutely. I mean, if it is the music city, hip hop needs to be included in that. You know, it's definitely here to stay. So we want to keep projecting that. I was gonna say something else. But yeah, again, you know, we do have various sounds. We do have a lot of talent in the city. So our hope is to display that for you all here at the Upstate Sound.
MC to MC.
MC to MC. And that MC, he thought of this other day, Music City. Yeah, MC. Exactly. So MC to MC, that wordplay within itself. So that only comes from a true MC.
Facts, yeah.
So let it be known.
Heru Heru.
So where can we find your guys' music?
Spotify, iTunes, Apple, any streaming platform that you have at your disposal, you can find it on that thing. Our website is under development, but it's still out there. HeruHeru.com.
Yep.
IG Heru Heru Hip Hop. Twitter Heru Heru Hip Hop. SoundCloud Heru Heru Hip Hop.
Yeah, and if you're not wanting to go to those platforms, you could always go to YouTube. So you can find us pretty much everywhere, for sure. So just watch us keep going with it.
Yeah, reach out to us for merch. Got the Heru Heru hats, jogging pants, beard cream, coffee mugs, oranges, organic oranges. We're going to grow oranges soon.
Don't tell them about the oranges, man.
That's under this
you messed it up, man.
Too.
Dang. But yeah, thank you all for listening to us. Again, shout outs to the Upstate Sound. We are here. We want to bring Nashville hip hop to the forefront. We want to keep
Sure.
representing that real lyricism for you. So respects. Thank you all. Bless up.
What's up?